You're betting against yourself, quantumly, and you don't even know it. It's like walking into a casino, approaching the roulette table, and putting chips on red and black at the same time. Doesn't matter where the ball lands, you lose. Every time. Because the two bets cancel each other out. And that's exactly what's happening with your money right now. You're transmitting two frequencies simultaneously into the quantum field. Conscious frequency, 10% of the time. I want abundance. Subconscious frequency, 90% of the time, abundance is dangerous. And when these two waves meet, they don't add up. They destroy each other. Destructive interference. Result, zero manifestation. Most people don't know they're making this double bet. You know you want money. That part is obvious, conscious, clear. But you don't know that your subconscious is rejecting money 24 hours a day, broadcasting the opposite frequency, blocking everything. And here's the part that changes everything. It's not doing this out of malice, it's doing it out of love. Primitive love, clumsy love, based on old information. Your subconscious thinks it's protecting you. And until you discover from what, until you identify the hidden decision it's making, you'll keep manifesting zero. Because the two frequencies will keep canceling each other out. And when conscious and subconscious work together, destructive interference becomes constructive. The quantum field has no choice but to respond. Oh, and if you got here but haven't seen the previous videos in this series, this is the 5th video. Before this one, there are 4 others that solve different problems that also block money manifestation. It's worth watching those first and coming back here after because each one solves a specific diagnosis. But if you want to continue here, that works too. There's a phenomenon in quantum physics that explains exactly why you're stuck. This phenomenon is called destructive interference, and it's destroying your manifestations without you realizing it. Here's how it works. When two frequency waves meet in the quantum field, they can do 2 things. If the waves are aligned, same direction, same rhythm, they amplify each other. One wave of energy 10 plus another wave of energy 10 creates a wave of energy 20. That's constructive interference. Your frequencies working together, in the same direction, creating a result greater than the sum of the parts. But if the waves are in opposite directions, if one rises while the other falls, they cancel each other out. One wave of energy 10 plus one wave of energy negative 10 equals 0. Absolute silence. Nothing. That's destructive interference. And it's exactly what's happening with your money right now. Think about these physical examples to make it crystal clear. Sound. If you create a sound wave and at the same time create the opposite sound wave, anti-sound, what happens? Silence. The two waves meet and completely cancel each other out. Noise-canceling headphones work this way. They detect external noise and create the opposite wave. Result? You hear nothing. Another example. Light. If you project light and at the same time project anti-light, the opposite wave, what happens? Darkness. The two waves cancel out. This isn't abstract theory. It's measurable, proven physics used in technology you use every day. Now apply this to manifestation. You're transmitting 2 frequencies at the same time. Frequency number 1. I want money. That's your conscious intention, your affirmations, your visualizations, your genuine desire. Positive wave, direction toward abundance. But there's another frequency transmitting simultaneously. Frequency number 2. Money is dangerous. That's your subconscious belief, your hidden fear, your unresolved childhood programming. Negative wave, direction toward scarcity. And when these 2 waves meet in the quantum field, they cancel each other out. Destructive interference. Result, 0 manifestation. Not because you're not trying, not because the universe is ignoring you, but because you're transmitting opposite frequencies at the same time. It's like rowing a boat forward and backward simultaneously. You're not going anywhere. Because the efforts are in opposite directions, you know you want money. That part is conscious, clear. You think about abundance, talk about money, visualize prosperity, affirm intentions, but you don't know that your subconscious is transmitting the opposite frequency 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That part is hidden, below the line of consciousness, operating without you noticing. The conflict happens inside the quantum field, before any physical result appears. So you never see the two waves. You only see the result. Nothing happens. And then you think manifestation doesn't work, that you're doing it wrong, that the universe is testing you. But the truth is simple. You're at war with yourself. And in this war, nobody wins. Destructive interference isn't your fault. It's pure quantum mechanics. If you transmit wave A and wave negative A at the same time, the field responds with zero. Always. Without exception. Doesn't matter how many affirmations you make, how many visualizations you practice, how many rituals you perform. If the opposite frequency is active in the subconscious, it cancels everything. And the subconscious frequency always wins, because it's transmitted 90% of the time while your conscious intention is transmitted only 10%. The quantum field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to the dominant frequency. And if your dominant frequency is fear disguised as desire, you manifest zero. Every time. So before you learn any new technique, before you try one more affirmation, before you visualize one more time, you need to resolve the destructive interference. You need to align the two waves, make them work together, not against each other. And to do that, you first need to understand where this second wave comes from, why your subconscious is voting against you. Now that you understand destructive interference, you need to see the two decisions you're making. Because yes, you're deciding. Every day, every hour, every second, your energetic field is transmitting a choice to the universe. And the problem isn't that the choice is wrong. The problem is that you're making two opposite choices at the same time. Imagine walking into a casino, going to the roulette table, and putting chips on red and black simultaneously. Doesn't matter where the ball lands, you lose, because the two bets cancel out. Look at the two bets you're making right now. Bet number 1, conscious. You know this one well. It's what you think you want, what you say you want, what you declare to the universe. I want money. I deserve abundance. I'm ready to prosper. Money flows easily to me. These are your affirmations, your visualizations, your clear intentions. You're consciously transmitting abundance. Chips on red. But this choice is transmitted only 10% of the time. In the moments when you're meditating, affirming, visualizing, focused. Maybe an hour a day, if you're disciplined. Now comes bet number 2, subconscious. This one you don't know, because it operates below your consciousness in the shadow, hidden. But it's transmitting 24 hours a day. And it sounds like this. Money is dangerous. If I have too much, people will use me. I don't really deserve it. If I prosper, I'll lose the people I love. Abundance will change me and I won't like who I become. If I have money, I'll lose it all again. These aren't thoughts you think consciously. They're beliefs recorded in your nervous system, in your cellular memory, in your childhood programming. And they're transmitting a frequency opposite to your conscious intention. Chips on black. You have 10% of energy transmitting abundance and 90% transmitting scarcity. Guess who wins? The subconscious transmission. Always. Because the quantum field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to the dominant frequency. And your dominant frequency doesn't come from your 5-minute morning affirmations. It comes from your beliefs during the other 23 hours and 55 minutes. It's like driving a car with your right foot on the accelerator and your left foot on the brake. Right foot accelerates. I want money. Left foot brakes. Money is dangerous. Car doesn't move. Engine strains, burns energy. You feel like you're making an effort, but you don't go anywhere. And you look around, see other people moving, progressing, manifesting, and you think, what's wrong with me? Nothing. You just have both feet engaged at the same time. Look at these real examples of opposite transmissions that are probably active in you right now. Conscious vote, I want $1 million. Subconscious vote, if I have 1 million people will use me, they'll want my money, I'll attract opportunists. Conscious vote, I deserve abundance. Subconscious vote, I'm not good enough, I haven't worked hard enough, I don't really deserve it. Conscious vote, I'm ready to prosper. Subconscious vote, if I change social class, I'll lose my friends. My family will judge me. I won't belong anywhere. Conscious vote, money flows easily to me. Subconscious vote, nothing comes easy. I need to suffer to deserve it. If it's easy, it's not real. Conscious vote, I am abundant. Subconscious vote, my dad lost everything when he had money. If I have it, I'll repeat the pattern. Better to stay safe in scarcity. See the conflict? Two completely opposite directions. And here's the part nobody tells you. Your consciousness is only 5% of your mind. 5%. It's the tip of the iceberg. The part you see, that you control, that you use to think, decide, affirm. The other 95%? Subconscious. Operating on autopilot, transmitting frequencies based on old programming, cellular memories, unresolved traumas, inherited beliefs. When you make a conscious affirmation, you use 5% of your mind. When the subconscious transmits an opposite belief, it uses 95%. It's not even a fair competition. It's trying to push an elephant with one hand while it walks in the opposite direction. You don't have enough strength, not because you're weak, but because the proportion is completely unbalanced. And here comes the question everyone asks at this point. But why would my subconscious do this? Why would it transmit against me? Shouldn't it be on my side? That's the right question. And the answer will change everything. Because your subconscious is not trying to sabotage you. It's trying to protect you. Your subconscious isn't your enemy. It never was. It's your oldest, most primitive, most loyal protection system. And everything it does, everything, is to keep you safe. The problem isn't its intention. The problem is the information it's using. Let me explain the logic of the subconscious. It operates like this. If something brought pain in the past, it's dangerous in the future. Simple. Binary, safe or dangerous. No nuance, no context, no, but this time is different. If money brought pain once, money equals danger. Forever. Until you consciously reprogram it. When you were a child and saw your parents fighting over money, screaming, crying, threatening to separate, what did your subconscious record? Money equals conflict, pain, separation. Money destroys families. Money is dangerous. And now, 30 years later, when you try to manifest abundance, what does the subconscious do? Rejects, blocks, sabotages, not because it hates you, but because it loves you. It's trying to protect you from the pain that money caused in the past. In its logic, perfect and crystal clear. If money brought suffering before, avoiding money avoids suffering now. It thinks it's saving you. Another example. You grew up in a family where everyone was poor, and there was pride in that. We're poor, but honest. Rich people are corrupt. Money changes people for the worse. Your subconscious recorded, belonging to the family equals being poor, having money equals betraying the tribe, prosperity equals rejection. When you try to get rich, what does the subconscious do? Blocks. Because in its logic, if you prosper, you'll be expelled from the tribe. You'll lose your family, your friends, your identity. And for a primitive subconscious, losing the tribe equals death, literal death. Because 10,000 years ago, being expelled from the tribe meant dying alone in the forest. So it prefers to keep you poor and belonging rather than rich and alone. It's not sabotage, it's protection. One more. You had money once, and people came around, used you, lied, took advantage. And when the money ran out, they disappeared. What did the subconscious record? Money attracts predators. Money reveals fakeness. Money brings emotional pain. When you try to manifest abundance, the subconscious blocks, because it's trying to protect you from being used again. In its logic, no money equals no predators equals emotional safety. It prefers to keep you safe and poor rather than rich and vulnerable. See the pattern? Your subconscious isn't evil. It's not conspiring against you. It's operating with old, outdated information from when you were a child, vulnerable, powerless. And since it was never reprogrammed, it continues using this information as if it were current. It's running a 1990 operating system on a 2025 computer. Technically it works, but it's completely outdated for present reality. And here's the crucial part that changes everything. The subconscious operates in child logic. Binary, black or white, safe or dangerous, no middle ground. When it sees money, it doesn't see. Money can be a neutral tool that I use with wisdom. It sees danger, reject. Protect it, like a fire alarm going off. No conversation, no negotiation, no calm down, let me explain. Just immediate action, block the threat. And the threat in its view is money, so it makes the opposite choice. Not out of malice, out of love. Primitive love, clumsy love based on wrong information, but love nonetheless. Every block has a reason. Every sabotage has internal logic. Every vote against has a protective intention. The problem isn't that the subconscious is wrong. The problem is that it's operating with old data. And until you update that data, reprogram the beliefs, show it that abundance can be safe, it will keep blocking. Because in its mind, it's saving you. And here's the insight that frees everything. Your subconscious loves you. It's just using an outdated manual. It thinks it's doing the right thing. And when you understand this, when you stop fighting against it and start talking to it, everything changes. Because internal war never works. Forcing the subconscious to obey creates more resistance. But negotiating, showing evidence, gently reprogramming, that works. And that's exactly what you're going to learn to do. Up to this point, you've already understood that the subconscious is transmitting against you for protection. But what is the specific transmission that IT's making? Because it's not enough to know there's a hidden bet. You need to discover what it is. You need to bring it to light. Name it. Recognize it. Because what remains in the dark has power over you. What you bring to consciousness you can change. The simplest and most powerful tool to identify your hidden bet is a question. A question that goes straight to the core of the subconscious belief. And the answer that comes, without filter, without correction, is your hidden truth. Here's the question. If I have a lot of money, I'm afraid that... That's it. Just that. But you need to complete this sentence with the first thing that comes. Not the right answer or the spiritual one, and not the answer you think you should feel. The real answer. The one that emerges before you censor, before you judge, before you correct. Because that first answer is the voice of the subconscious. Raw, honest, unfiltered. Here are variations of this question to access different angles. If I prosper, I will lose. If I have abundance, people will. Money will make me. If I get rich, I'm afraid of becoming. Choose the question that resonates most and complete it, without overthinking. First thing that comes. Look at these examples of real answers that people discover. If I have a lot of money, I'm afraid that people will only approach me out of interest. Hidden transmission identified. Money attracts fakeness. If I prosper, I'll lose my true friends. Hidden transmission. Prosperity destroys authentic connections. If I have abundance, people will envy me and attack me. Hidden transmission. Wealth generates attack. Money will make me become arrogant and forget where I came from. Hidden transmission. Abundance corrupts character. If I get rich, I won't know how to handle it, and I'll lose everything. Hidden transmission. Inability to manage abundance. Which of these resonated with you? Or was it something completely different? Whatever it is, don't judge. Don't correct. Don't try to mentally fix it. just acknowledge. Oh, so that's what my subconscious believes. Because acknowledgement is already 50% of the healing. Now another method to identify the hidden decision: body test. Because your body knows before the mind admits. Here's how it works. Close your eyes for a moment. Take 3 deep breaths. Imagine that tomorrow you wake up and have $10 million in your bank account. Confirmed. Real. Yours. What's the first feeling that comes? Not the second, not what you think you should feel. The first. Before the joy, before the excitement, before the relief. What comes before that? A tightness in your chest? A cold feeling in your stomach? Tension in your shoulders? An urge to reject the image? That feeling, that immediate bodily reaction, is your subconscious voting. And it's saying, danger. Now ask your body, what are you afraid will happen if I have this money? And listen to the answer that comes. It might be a word, an image, a sensation, a memory. Don't force it. Just listen, and whatever comes is your hidden transmission. The answers that appear most in this exercise are, they'll use me. I'll lose the people I love. I'll become a bad person. I won't know what to do. I'll lose it all again. They'll envy me. I'll betray my origins. I don't deserve it. Did any of these hit differently? Generated an internal yes, even if uncomfortable? That's it. And here's the important part. When you identify the hidden transmission, there's no wrong answer. There's no irrational fear. Every belief has an origin. Every fear has a reason to exist. Your subconscious didn't invent this out of nowhere. It learned through experience, observation, pain. So don't judge the fear. Acknowledge it as a protective response that was useful in the past, but no longer serves in the present, because a 7-year-old child needed that protection. A 30, 40, 50-year-old adult doesn't need it anymore, but the subconscious doesn't know that until you show it. Now that you've identified the hidden decision, you have clarity. You know exactly which frequency is being transmitted 90% of the time, and when you know, you can change. Because you can't change what you don't see. But what you bring to light, you can reprogram. And look, what I just showed you isn't theory, it's real diagnosis. So let me ask you an honest question. If you completed the sentence right now, if I have a lot of money, I'm afraid that, what would your answer be? No filter, no judgment, just honesty. Go to the comments and complete this sentence. You don't need to explain, you don't need to justify, because when you declare your hidden decision out loud, or in writing, you pull it out of the shadow. And public declaration has quantum power. So go ahead, complete the sentence in the comments. And if you read someone's comment that resonates with you, respond with, me too. Because we're not alone in these fears. And acknowledging this together accelerates the healing for all of us. Now that you've identified the hidden transmission, the natural question is, so now what? How do I stop making this choice? Because knowing the problem doesn't solve the problem. You need to align the two choices. Make conscious and subconscious work in the same direction. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you. You already know which hidden transmission your subconscious is making. The natural temptation is to try to kill that transmission, force it to stop, ignore it, repress it. This is irrational, I'm simply not going to feel this anymore. Doesn't work, never worked, never will work. Because when you try to kill a subconscious belief, it creates more resistance. It's like trying to hold a ball underwater. The more force you use, the more it pushes back. And the second you let go, it comes back to the surface with full force. So it's not about killing the hidden decision. It's not about ignoring the subconscious. It's about negotiating with it, showing that abundance can be safe, updating the information it's using. Because remember, the subconscious isn't the enemy, it's a protector operating with old data. And when you show it new data, evidence that abundance doesn't bring danger, it relaxes. It stops blocking. It aligns with your conscious intention. And when the two choices are in the same direction, destructive interference becomes constructive interference. The waves amplify, and manifestation happens. I'm going to give you the 5 principles of internal alignment. It's not a mechanical step-by-step. It's a conceptual framework that you adapt to your specific hidden transmission. Principle number 1. Recognize the hidden transmission. You already did this in the previous topic. You named it, identified it, brought it to consciousness. That's the first step. Because what's hidden has power over you. What's seen can be changed. Principle number 2. Thank the subconscious. Yes, thank it. Because it wasn't sabotaging you. It was protecting you. So instead of fighting against it, validate the intention. Thank you for trying to keep me safe. I know you were protecting me from pain. I acknowledge that in the past, money brought suffering. This validation disarms the resistance. The subconscious stops fighting because it feels heard, and when it feels heard, it becomes willing to negotiate. Principle number 3. Show that abundance can be safe. This is where you update its information, not with logic, with evidence. Because the subconscious doesn't respond to rational arguments, it responds to concrete experiences. So you need to show through small actions that money doesn't bring danger. Look at these examples based on common fears. If your hidden transmission is, they'll use me if I have money. The negotiation is, I can have money and establish healthy boundaries. I can prosper and choose who approaches me. Abundance doesn't make me a victim, it gives me more power of choice. Small action to prove it. Practice saying no in a small situation now before you have money. Someone asks for a favor you don't want to do? Say no. Train the boundary muscle. The subconscious sees, oh, you can have resources and protect boundaries. If your hidden transmission is, I'll lose my friends if I prosper. The negotiation is, true friends celebrate my success. I can prosper and maintain authentic connections. If someone walks away because I prospered, they weren't a real friend. Small action to prove it. Share a small win with a close friend and observe the reaction. If they celebrate, the subconscious sees evidence. Oh, you can grow and maintain connections. If they criticize, the subconscious learns, oh, that person wasn't aligned anyway. Releasing them protects me, doesn't harm me. See the pattern? It's not about forcing the subconscious to obey. It's about showing concrete evidence through small actions that abundance can come without the danger it fears. Principle number 4. Make a new agreement. After validating the protection and showing evidence of safety, you propose a new agreement, conscious and subconscious voting in the same direction. It sounds like this. I acknowledge that money brought pain in the past, but now I have tools that the child didn't have. I have boundaries, discernment, wisdom. I can prosper and protect myself. So let's make an agreement. I grow financially, and you alert me if there's real danger. We work together, not against each other. Or I know you're afraid that prosperity will change me negatively, but I can have money and maintain my values. I can grow financially and continue being who I am at the core. So let's align. You help me manifest abundance, and I commit to regularly checking if I'm still aligned with my values. Deal? It doesn't need to be formal. It doesn't need to be long. It just needs to be honest and create a sense of partnership between conscious and subconscious. Principle number 5. Prove safety through consistency. Here's the part where most people give up. The subconscious won't trust immediately. It needs repeated evidence. 21 to 90 days of small actions that prove abundance is safe. Every time you act from the new place, the subconscious marks a point. Okay, maybe it is safe. Every time you choose based on the new identity, not the old fear, it gains confidence. And after enough time, the new transmission becomes the default. The subconscious stops fighting because it's seen enough proof. And when it stops fighting, the two choices align. The conscious wants abundance. The subconscious accepts abundance. destructive interference becomes constructive, and the quantum field responds to the unified frequency. And look, I know that maintaining this consistency for 21 to 90 days isn't easy, especially when the subconscious is testing you, creating resistance, making you doubt. It's in those moments that practical tools make the difference between giving up and succeeding. So if you want real structure to navigate this alignment process, I've left a complete toolkit of manifestation tools in the first pinned comment. This kit has daily checklists to track your progress, meditation protocols to reprogram subconscious beliefs, and tracking templates that help you identify when you're reverting to the old choice. It's the kind of support that keeps you on track when your mind wants to quit. And it works with everything I teach here, not just this video, but the entire series. It's accessible, comprehensive, and honestly, it could be the difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it. But if you prefer to create your own system, that's fine too. The important thing is to have some structure that keeps you consistent for long enough for the subconscious to trust. Because without consistency, it goes back to the old choice. Every time. Internal alignment isn't instantaneous. It's not one-day magic. The subconscious took years, maybe decades, programming the hidden transmission. It's not going to dismantle it in 5 minutes. But here's the good news. You don't need perfection. You just need direction. Every small aligned action is a vote for new reality. Every choice based on abundance, not fear, is evidence for the subconscious. And when you accumulate enough evidence, the tipping point happens. The subconscious changes sides, stops transmitting against you, starts transmitting with you. And when that happens, everything changes. Because now you have 100% of your energy in the same direction. Conscious and subconscious unified, frequencies aligned, constructive interference, and the quantum field has no choice but to respond. When the two choices align, everything changes. Not because you forced or fought, but because you negotiated. And the subconscious, finally heard, finally validated, relaxes, stops blocking, and starts working with you. This was the Quantum Money Diagnosis series. 5 videos, 5 invisible problems that nobody taught you to identify. You unfroze your frequency that was stuck in childhood, cut quantum cords with others' scarcity, learned to observe without collapsing more lack, changed your energetic address, and aligned your internal transmissions. It wasn't your fault. It was 5 untreated quantum diagnoses, and now you have the complete map. The rest is consistency, 21 to 90 days of application, and your financial reality will reflect this internal change. In the comments, complete this sentence. My hidden transmission was, but now I'm going to transmit. Declare your new choice in the comments. Declaration has power. And when you see other people declaring together, you realize you're not alone in this reprogramming. If this video clarified what was blocking your manifestation, leave your like. And subscribe to the channel if you want to continue learning quantum physics applied to real life, no fluff. Now there's a next video you need to watch, because internal alignment solves what's happening inside you. But there's something happening outside that can cancel all of this. Something in the environment, in the people around you, in the collective energy surrounding you. And if you don't know how to identify it, you'll align everything internally and remain blocked externally. This next video reveals the invisible field that's draining your frequency without you realizing it, and how to create a quantum shield against it. I'll meet you there.